Hey, welcome back to another episode of Baxter's Buzz. I am your host, Baxter E. Hall. Uh, just, welcoming you guys who don't know me. Hopefully, it's a lot eventually. It's not just, friends and family supporting, but folks that just give you a little peek into my brain, sort of the wavelength and frequency that I'm on. It changes, but there's definitely some things that remain consistent. I want to introduce you guys to myself. A number of my friends will eventually be joining me, and then just thoughts that we talk about that we have chosen to share. So I hope you guys enjoy. Today, the song of the day is by Mary J. Blige. Be happy. So it's one of those songs that has like a nice upbeat tempo to it until you start sort of singing along to the words and listening to what you're saying. You may not realize that it's not a very happy song, right? Um, you know, she's saying all I really want is to be happy, right? But there's a lot of us out there that are chasing this sort of this elusive sort of happiness, happy feeling. Some years ago, I read a book called The Happiness Advantage by Sean Aker. A really good book, really interesting as far as how he put everything together. And what I really learned and made a lot of sense is the feeling of happiness is a fleeting feeling. It's not something that sort of stays, right? It's a piece of bubble gum. It's a piece of candy, a now letter, or something like that. It's not something that sticks to the ribs, right? And so one of the thoughts in the book was that we shouldn't be chasing happiness, but we really should be sort of chasing fulfillment. Fulfillment sort of sticks to the bones and lasts much longer, right? So we all may have different things that where we feel fulfilled, but giving. Right, I think about myself, giving to others, building with others, talking, uh, giving back your time, offering advice, pouring into folks, right? Being able to add something to their lives. It's like a good feeling. You walk away feeling much better than you felt before you guys maybe had that interaction, right? So just thinking about some of the things that I've uh, sort of witnessed and experienced the last the week or so. I've been able to spend time with a couple of good friends of mine. One really good friend, basically like a brother to me. We were able to kind of sit back and spend some time, which we don't always get a chance to do, right? A lot of our conversation really led to me creating this and challenging myself to be consistent with it. So um, the day prior, I was able to spend some time with a buddy who I am getting to know a lot, and we have continued to build and learn about each other and add advice and be a listening ear, a non-judgmental ear, and even getting the kids around with one of my nephews this weekend, passed at the park just to kind of talk to him, see what was going on with him, add my old man advice, tell him, if I was 21, how I would do things versus how he's doing things, what I'm proud of him about him, just giving him some game, right? Um, these are things that make me feel good, make me feel fulfilled, and just creating. So using the creative side of my brain is something that I enjoy. I'm in a sales role. I'm a salesperson. I've been for it seems like 100 years, but I also like to write and I like to create. And this is another extension of that. And so this helps me be feel fulfilled, right? Um, One of the things I thought was really interesting about the book, The Happiness Advantage, was he talked about sort of training or redeveloping muscles, right? So just looking at things from a scope of gratefulness, which we can all sort of forget or lose sight of if we're in the middle of some things. But if we start to, create a grateful uh, journal where we can write down the things throughout a day that we were grateful for. What will happen is we'll start to train our brains to look for those things. And instead of looking for some of the negative things that we tend to maybe that are a little stickier and stick to us, we'll start to look for things that we're grateful for and develop that muscle to look for those things in each and every aspect of our lives, right? And so it seems sort of simple. It's kind of like if you're looking at a car or you just bought a new car and you realize, dang, I didn't realize all these cars, there's so many of them on the road, right? Now your brain's looking for them. You're sort of on a different frequency, and now these things seem like they were always around. There's always um, things to be thankful for and be grateful for. I think about the old folks that would always say, things could be better, but things could be much worse, right? So we have to count our blessings, and sometimes it's easier said than done. Most of the time, it's easier said than done. So I would challenge all of you guys to just think about what you're grateful for. Would love to hear any comments or read any comments that you guys have. Tell me what you've been struggling with. What are you grateful for? Leave it in the comment. Please subscribe. Continue to come check me out. I plan on being here consistently, and I just want to wish everybody a wonderful day. And whatever time of the day that you are checking this out, I hope the rest of it is it's better than it's been, so far. So peace, and looking forward to chatting with you guys again soon.